All right, today we have a new 24-volt DC rooftop mounted air conditioner from Modspioneers. All right, so I got the main unit out of the box, and inside the bottom of the box we have this inside ring that goes over the inside or around the inside air handler section. We have bolts and nuts and a remote control. We've got a gasket, and then we've got the inside mounting brackets. All right, so I set it on top of its box there so we can get a closer look. So one of the unique features of this particular model is this is the front and this is the back. And as you can see, it's wider than it is long. So front to back, it's shorter than your typical unit. And I think the idea there is, you know, if you put this on top of, say, a van or maybe even an RV, you have more, you're saving space in this direction where you might be putting solar panels or other items up on your roof. So I can definitely see how this could be beneficial in that area. And you can kind of see how they achieved that. I actually got the fans, there's one here and there's one here, so they kind of split up the condenser. So there's, I think it looks like there's two condenser sections instead of one big one that we might see. Or actually, a lot of times we see the condenser section hanging off the back here. So yeah, that's how they did it. And one of the other things that's unique to this that I haven't seen on the others is they've got the inside air handler portion already attached. Yeah, so we can see it there. So usually these are two pieces. The top piece that you would bolt onto the roof, and then you would come back and bolt this portion on. Well, this already has it on, so you basically slide it through the hole, and the indoor air handler is already attached. All right, let's pop the top on this thing and take a peek on the inside. All right, I think I got all the screws removed. Let's see if we can get this thing opened up. Oh, there we go. All right, there she is. Okay, so we see our compressor here in the center, and then on this left side we have a condenser, and then its fan, and then we have another condenser section and its fan. Yeah, so that's how they did this. They just, instead of having the condenser hanging off the back, they split it up and put it side by side. Pretty cool. And then in here, underneath this styrofoam insulated section will be the evaporator. And down here on the back side, we've got where the power cord comes in. All right, let's hook this guy up and test it out. All right, guys, so I've got the unit up on my rooftop AC test bench, and it is running on the low settings. So it's on eco mode and the lowest fan speed, and we're doing about 368 watts according to the battery. And let's get some temps. So down below it's 87, 86, 8. And then up here we're seeing 107. So it's pretty warm today. And here's the bottom side of the unit. So this is the inside portion. And this is where the cool air is coming out. And this is where the air cycles back in. Let's see what temps we're getting here. So we're showing like about 63 coming out of there. 62. Okay. There we go. It's getting a little cooler. 58. $57, $55. Yeah, so just continuously kind of dropping. Let's see if we can turn this on max and see what it pulls. All right, there. It's cranked up on max. Let's turn the fan speed up now. All right, so that's max on the fan speed. All right, here we go. We're doing a 730 watts right there. Seven 721. Showing 47 and dropping 46. See, what if we turn this temperature down? Okay, so 20C is 68 Fahrenheit. So now we are doing 946 watts. 976. I just saw 987, I think. All right, so I think I'm gonna let that guy run on high for a little bit and I'll come back out and check it. All right, it's been a little bit. It's still cranking here on high, and I'm seeing it top out at 1,030 watts so far. Well, there's 1,054 actually. But yeah, mind you, this is not the most efficient scenario here because we're basically putting all the heat into this room, and we're also at the bottom here trying to cool that heat off. And it's pulling a lot of moisture out of the air because we can see the draining here, which is normal. So that would drain off your roof of your van or RV. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. Okay, there we go, it's completely off. We're at 0 watts of power coming out of the battery. And I think I'm gonna wait until it's nighttime so it'll cool down. It's just really hot outside today. I wanna see what the power draw is on eco and low at night. I'll be back. All right, so it's nighttime and we've got it on eco and lowest fan setting. And we are pulling, see if we can see this, 251 watts. Yeah, I think I'll let that run a little bit and then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back and we've gone way down low to 17.2 watts. Because I think right now it's just running the fan. So I think we need to turn the temperature down. Okay, there we go. I hear the compressor coming back on. So we're showing, yeah, 245, 248. $257. Yeah, so pretty quiet, pretty low power draw, you know, while you would be sleeping. So that's pretty awesome. All right, guys, and some information regarding mounting this unit to the roof. This one is a little bit different, and where most of them have the mounting studs that will come through and go through the 14-inch hole. This one's different in that it has these holes that are going to be on the sides of your 14-inch hole. So these are going to be extra penetrations that will need to go through your roof. Now, they have an installation manual that you can download from their website. It shows you how to make a template to mark these holes, and it also shows you how to use their included gasket. So it gives you some instructions on how to cut this gasket. They actually want you to cut it at a diagonal. You have to look at the instructions, but the reason why is because you can't really use a standard 14-inch gasket because you'll have to use this gasket, because it's larger, to cover these new penetrations. So all the penetrations, including the 14-inch hole, have to be inside the perimeter of the gasket to seal. So that's one thing that you'll need to bear in mind. And I almost forgot, there is one other bit of information I want to share with you guys. Have you ever seen on top of some van roofs where it's kind of ribbed, you know, it's not flat, and it's got these kind of valleys in it? I asked these guys if they had some kind of solution to sealing those off, and they sent me this image. So what they've done here is they've layered individual strips of butyl tape to fill up that valley, to level that off. And they actually suggest that to make it a little bit higher than the top of the roof there. That way, whenever you put the gasket on, it actually kind of compresses down and seals better. I just thought that was really neat, and I wanted to go ahead and share that with you guys. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was useful. As always, I'll leave links down in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.